Gathered here are stakeholders drawn from the security sectors, diplomats and international relations seeking for proper reform of security agencies in Nigeria.
Understand what would have happened, but
Speaking at the forum, the convener and president of White Ink Institution for Strategy, Education and Research, Nigeria, Brigadier General Saleh Bala, explains the intent of organizing this series of forum.
How Nigeria has played this instrument in the immediate past and how it will form now is what this forum is intended to discuss and articulate policy points that will be shared with the incoming administration.
Bala says Nigeria has become weak in defense and diplomatic dealings while approaching issues from divergent institutional approaches instead of strategic points, and calls for the strengthening of public institutions across board.
While the internal challenges are heightening, the similar external conditions can also be said to be so. It is Nigeria's orchestration and use of its diplomatic, informational, military, and informational endowments of national power within the international space that counted for its prestige and respect, and which will continue to count as regional leader with proven global clout.
One of the speakers at the program, Group Captain Said Usman, says to maintain her position in a new era of great power competition today, Nigeria needs to continue to invest in defense diplomacy and commit to the growth of security and stability abroad.
Defense policy as a subject has a permanent place in the system of cooperation between countries and international organizations, and its functional scope is not limited to the niche areas of diplomacy or the narrow industry specialization of military people. It straddles these two areas and many others.
Another speaker, Dr. Oyinye Onwuka, explains that in spite of ECOWAS' efforts in maintaining peace, West Africa still grapples with significant security challenges.
But I say the reality is the confidence deficit between the citizens and the state authorities, and by extension, deficits of confidence between the citizens and regional organizations, the relevance of regional organizations like we had mentioned, ECOWAS and the rest of it. So there is a general shift in the global arena that you cannot have a proper grasp. You think you're understanding it, suddenly Sudan blows on your face. And you're asking, how could the military start to fight among themselves?
Earlier speaking, Ambassador Usman Saki says aggregating the nation's resources makes better diplomacy, peacekeeping and security in order to create the conditions to meet set objectives.
This is an intellectual effort, first and foremost, and secondly, an organizational effort in order to build our institutions to reach a certain level of precision whereby whenever our governments speak or take action, their actions and words will be contextualized within the norms of international law, international practice, and global activities that have been sanctioned and approved by time and practice.
Although security challenges remains a major issue in West Africa, participants are optimistic that the region can regain her lost glory.